Are you feeling insecure? Do you feel that you're not good enough? Welcome to my little crazy world. My whole life I felt that. I'm not good enough. If I was like this, I'd be better off. If I was better looking, and if women found me more attractive, if men liked me more. This is the false and illusory set of objectives my culture bestowed upon me that I've been pursuing my whole life. Don't waste your time feeling insecure. It says here 8 out of 10 young adults don't feel good enough. If you're a young adult, if you're a little young person, all lovely, not feeling good enough, the first thing I want to tell you is that you're perfect. You're absolutely beautiful. Those feelings of shame and worthlessness deep within you can be overcome, but it can be a little bit tricky. A Huffington Post poll found that 60% of people using social media reported it's impacted their self-esteem in a negative way. Of course, our culture requires of us that we feel inadequate and inferior so that we remain obedient little consumers. If I felt entirely adequate and fulfilled within myself, taking only from nature what I needed and always giving back a little bit more, how would they keep me chained to this little dude? Never beyond arm's reach. How would the social and economic systems that are dependent on my servitude function if I saw myself as I really am, free and adequate? If we begin the journey of self-fulfillment now, then we don't need to waste our lives continually looking for external approval, continually outreaching for things that can be found within us if we're willing to do the practice. Brené Brown on this very matter, and who can we trust more on vulnerability than the great Brené, says vulnerability is not a weakness. I define vulnerability as emotional risk, exposure and uncertainty. It fuels our daily life. Vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity and change. So if you are feeling insecure, remember this is a component of vulnerability. And vulnerability, as our beautiful English language suggests, is a kind of opening. Vulnerability. Open yourself to this potential change. Let's do a little meditation now that's designed by me to help us tackle our feelings of inferiority and insecurity. If you like this meditation, you might consider signing up to my podcast on Luminary, which is available on Apple, Above the Noise. I do a guided meditation every week. This one, have it for nothing. See if you like it. Sit now calm. Close the eyes. Put the head, chest and neck roughly in line. Put your hands in your lap. Have your feet on the floor, your legs crossed. You can lie down if you want to. A lot of people like a walking meditation. Thich Nhat Hanh does some wonderful walking meditations, but this one I'm suggesting you do seated and stationary. And now scan the body. Try to locate in your body where you feel these feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. Your eyes are closed now, remember. Bring your attention to your breath. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 5. Maintain this respiratory pattern. In for 4, out for 5 during this whole meditation. It's just going to take us a couple of minutes, just 2 minutes together. Take a moment to give yourself a little score from 0 to 10, how inferior, insecure and inadequate you're feeling. 10 being unbearably so. 0, I'm completely perfect. In fact, I don't know why I'm doing this meditation. Breathe in. Relax. Imagine tension leaving your body. Notice if you hold tension in your jaw, your forehead, your face, or across your shoulders. Allow yourself to relax. Where is it you feel this sense of inadequacy and inferiority, this sense of insecurity, of not being good enough? Is it a sadness behind your eyes? Is it a tightness in your chest? Is it a kind of turbulence in your belly? Bring your attention to this sensation of discomfort fully and wholly. Don't try to control it, curb it or curtail it. Allow it to be as big as it wants to be. Any thoughts that you have now in your mind, thoughts of doubt, of low self-worth, instead of trying to curb or control them, amplify them. Allow them to be as big as they want to be. These negative thoughts, allow them to inflate this feeling of insecurity. Allow it to consume you and devour you. But do continue to breathe in for 4 and out for 5, and notice that as you allow these feelings to inflate, they kind of thin out, they kind of dissipate, they become a veneer, they become like a spreading layer of paint that can't reach across this entire vast surface because your awareness Your awareness in the final analysis is beyond space and time. That your feelings of insecurity are held within this awareness. Your feeling and awareness of your body is held within a greater awareness. Your thoughts are being experienced by a greater awareness. This awareness is your route out of insecurity. Feel now, try to locate this tiny sensation of inferiority in your body. See how small it is when compared to the vastness of your awareness. The truth is, the feelings of insecurity that I've had all my life, I can still locate them in my body. And sometimes they're unbearable. But always when I'm willing to meditate, breathing in for 4, out for 5, I am given a new context and a new perception. I am reminded that I am bigger than any thought or any feeling, any sensation, any concept, that through my awareness I am connected to something profound and limitless and beyond the framing of my particular neurosis, perhaps beyond neurosis itself. It's normal to feel insecure in a society that requires your insecurity. It feeds your insecurity. But if you tune out of those systems and tune in to your awareness, you will change the balance between this sense of inferiority and insecurity and the vast, powerful awareness that surrounds it. Take a few more breaths, and when you're ready, open your eyes and note that you don't feel as insecure as you did when that exercise began. You feel a little better now, that you are improving, that it is possible for you to change the way you feel and to change the person that you are. If you enjoyed that meditation, please have a look at Above the Noise. This is what it's like there. If you're anything like me, you live primarily in your thinking mind or in your unrelenting emotions. I've got a very, I would say, full, volatile, expansive emotional life, and my mind, it never stops. Meditation for me is a way of realizing, I mean that literally, that there is something else in there. I'm not just thoughts and emotions. So there's all of us now. Sit in a position that's comfortable. Bring your attention to your breath now that your eyes are closed and your feet are on the floor and your hands are in your lap. If you enjoyed that guided meditation, you might consider going over to Luminary, which is available on Apple, and subscribing. The link's in the description. If you enjoyed this meditation, have a look at that video over there. It's even better. Have a look at that one. If you want to educate yourself as to the kind of system you're living in and why it's so important that we all change together. Subscribe to my mailing list at russellbrand.com so we can stay in touch. You do not need to feel insecure. You do not need to feel insecure. There's nothing wrong with you. Thank you.